Alright, I just got some bars, leaks, block seal, the permanent head gasket fix. Watched a YouTube video on this and currently have a head gasket leak. I just started the car, so you can start to see some smoke come out of the exhaust there. Both of my catalytic converters went bad. This is a Cadillac Cts 2011. Check engine light came on, had it in the shop. It was the catalytic converters on both sides, which was a very expensive fix. And then a couple days later, my car started to overheat, which it has never done. I thought that was odd. So started to troubleshoot a little bit with my buddy, and I looked, the coolant reservoir was actually empty. I refilled it, not even a day later, empty again. So I didn't see any visible signs of a leak under the hood. So obviously it had to be going somewhere. So started it up, looked at the exhaust, and it was smoking pretty good, as you can see it's starting to do there. So I got this bars leaks, and it's about $32 a bottle, and you are supposed to put the bottle in directly to the radiator. However, there's not a way to do that on the CTS, so I put it into the reservoir, and then you let the car idle for 15 minutes, presumably so the thermostat can get up to temperature and start to move that fluid through and get it where it needs to go. I'll jump back on here in about 15 minutes, see if we still have smoke coming out of that exhaust, and see where we are with an update here. Alright, we're back, and it's been about 15, a little under 20 minutes, and obviously not a lot of progress here. You can still see the smoke coming out, but the way that this product works is that it actually, once it heats up, kind of gets into those holes, and then when the engine cools back down, it seals it. So I'm going to give it probably a day or two driving and making sure that fluid makes its way through, and see where we are on that. So I'm really hoping that it works and saves me probably a couple $1,000. All right, it's been about a day, and I ran through the cycle about 3 times, and then I actually just drove probably about 15 miles round trip to go run some errands, and it actually looks like the smoke has subsided pretty substantially. So maybe there's hope here. Alright, drove my car a couple times today. Yesterday I put in the head gasket fix stuff. I'll show that picture. I put in the bars leaks, block seal permanent head gasket fix. Been driving my car today, and the smoke has pretty much stopped. So things are looking good for now. We'll see how permanent this is. Alright, so we're now 2 days past putting in the bars leak head gasket sealant, and I've probably driven about 100 miles, and no coolant leak and no smoke coming from the exhaust. My check engine light's still on, but that's because I had the hole in the head gasket. It blew out my catalytic converters, so I need to figure out if I'm going to fix those or not. But I have 132,206 miles on now. I drove about 100 today. I'm going to try to check in and see just how long this stuff lasts. It's a permanent fix, so I guess we'll see how permanent it is, and I'll try to report back.
Marty Griffin in studio for a preview.
Check out this Ford Ranger. My man might need some Bart's gasket seal. Oh, smoking. So I'm pretty pumped. If you notice there on the left, my check engine light went off yesterday, and I've been driving the car now several days, few hundred miles. But if you recall, the whole reason that started this was my check engine light came on. I went to have it checked out. I was told that I had both of my catalytic converters were bad, needed replaced. That plus a tune-up and wheel bearing were going to run me somewhere in the neighborhood of $3,500 for parts and labor. But in addition to that, the head gasket leak was going to be approximately another $1,500. So again, putting the bars leaks in, ran it for a few days. The head gasket leak stopped, my coolant stopped leaking, and then a few days later, my check engine light actually went off. And so I suspect that burning that coolant through the exhaust system was what was triggering the check engine light for the catalytic converters, rather than actually the catalytic converters being bad. But time will tell. Regardless, I went from staring down the barrel of about $5,000 in total repairs to spending about $22 on a bottle of that bars leak. So again, I'd recommend it. I'm going to keep monitoring and see exactly how much time that actually bought me. But regardless, I think that it's definitely good on a short-term fix. We'll see about long-term.
All right, 3-week update on the. It's been 3 weeks, right?
Yeah, this.
Yeah, that is his car. It's Eric. He made the video for me, but it's got at least 3,000 miles on it, right? In the last three weeks.
I don't know. Yeah, it's got a few thousand miles on it.
And it's still not leaking any antifreeze. The check engine light did come back on for the catalytic converters, but other than that, it seems to have actually fixed the antifreeze leak, the head gasket. Still not smoking or anything, right?
No.
So yeah, I mean, if I would say it's worth the money. What do you think?
I definitely would say it's worth the money. If you have just the head gasket leak, it would have fixed it. My converters are already too far gone.
So, worth the money. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe if this helps you. Right now I'm editing this video, getting ready to put it out, and Eric sent me an update. Since the original edition of the bar stop leak was on September 8th, it is now November 4th, so it's been 2 months, a little under 2 months, and he has put 4,000 miles on the car. The check engine light did come on for maybe 200 or so miles in between the whole thing, but it is back off now, and he hasn't had it back on in at least 2,000 miles. So long term, over a few months and several thousand miles, this is a good fix, and he's going to continue driving the car. I'm going to put this video out since it's been, months, and I think it's I think you could trust it. I mean, so far it's been very well. If this video helps you, please subscribe to my channel. I appreciate it. Thanks.